welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Today we're going to be doing a set that's inspired by this picture up here. I think they're called Orchid Nails. I'll actually put the picture and actual name of the set on the screen. I have never done nothing like this before, so this may be a tutorial slash you'll see the error and the mistakes that I made so you don't make the same. I first had prepped and put base coat on these almond shaped nails. After I set that in the light and let it cure, I then went in with a milky white nail polish. And since it's super sheer, I'm gonna have to double the coats. Recently, since the move to spring, this type of style of nail has been popular and really been popping off on Instagram. I haven't seen many people post a tutorial about how to do it, but I applied the skill that I use for acrylic flowers. That's from our Princess Treatment gel set, which you should go shop. The set is so beautiful and I'm gonna wear it to all my formal and fancy events. I then went ahead and used matte top coat before I decided to put any designs on there. While that cured in the light, I went ahead and started on the next nail. I was honestly flipping back and forth between nails and working on each nail one by one because I didn't want to copy and paste the set that's on the picture verbatim. I just wanted to create something new and something fresh, but with the same style of the orchid design. Now for this, I'm going to be teaching you how to get the airbrush effect without even having an airbrush machine. So we're going to grab the nail that has a matte top coat on it. The color scheme is blue, so I'm going to grab this eyeshadow palette and use the blue. Quickly dab the blue pigment onto the nail. As I was patting, I was moving upwards on the nail, and I also was going back in to get more pigment for the center of the nail so it could appear more darker compared to the outskirts of the nail to really create that aura effect. One thing I've been really struggling with in terms of giving an airbrush a chance is that it always gives me air bubbles and spits out my polish and specks, completely ruining the design and wasting so much time. I feel like I have a lot more control using a pigment and patting how much product I desire. I went and add more pigment with the tip of this utensil that I'm using, and then use the body of the utensil to make the color fade. This process did take a lot more time compared to if I was using an airbrush machine, but I think the results for it is totally worth the wait. After I patted that all out to my liking, I went ahead and set that aside to use the builder gel by this brand. I had this builder gel for a while now because I thought I could use it for these other nails that are up here for the screen, but I ended up using rhinestone glue. And the consistency is not too sticky. And for this design, a little goes a long way. So if you were to roll a little ball, that'll give you a lot more room to manipulate it and mold it to any shape of your liking. These brushes I used to make acrylic flowers, and I thought using the metal part and a bit of the hard brush to create dents in the petal to make it more realistic looking. I mainly end up using the other side of this brush to flatten the builder gel, and I use the sides of the brush to create more pointedness and petal-like features. One mistake that I did make is that after each petal, I should have cured once I had gotten it to my liking. The builder gel will move when left unattended or not cured, so you do want to make sure you're staying in a cool environment. Though it is very slow to dry, the amount of time that is going to take to complete one flower will allow your builder gel to migrate across the nail, leading you to redo everything again. I then went ahead and repeated the same steps over with each petal. I've heard people use a rhinestone picker to mold their petals. I used the same brush I used to pick up small acrylic beads, and it worked fine with me.
Booty hole brown. Where the niggas? I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing, nigga, cause I got bitch toes. Pound town, just left Pound town. Let my nigga, he just took a bitch down. Yeah, that nigga dick a bitch down. Yeah, that nigga eat me out. Pound town, just left Pound town. Let my nigga, he just took a bitch down. Yeah, that nigga dick a bitch down. Yeah, that nigga eat me out. I'm out here in Miami. Looking for the hoochie daddy. Where the niggas they get ratchet? My son need a new pappy. Too many bitches. Where the niggas at?
Once I got all the petals down, I went ahead and gently pressed in the center of it to make sure everything was flattened. Then I went ahead and cured and grabbed some blue polish to paint the inside of the flower. My flower wasn't as detailed as the one in the photo, but I did do enough to cover the center and make it look good from afar. I didn't really plan on selling these, but let me know down in the comments if you want a set. I'll put it on the site. Though to have those detailed little specks of color, I think I should have went in with the less amount of polish or with a more skinnier liner brush. But overall, I'm very satisfied with the results.
Depend on nothing or no one. So why would you show up so uninvited? Then just change my mind like that. Please don't take this personal, but you ain't shit and you weren't special till I made you so. You better act like you know that I've been through worse than you.
After I went ahead and cured that, I went back in with some rhinestone glue and kind of glued on these gold little balls to sort of act like the pollen of the flower to make it look more realistic. After that's glued, I applied top coat on the flower and moved on to the next nail where I painted it fully blue because we're going to be doing an airbrush of white. It's going to be the same process as we showed before. I did have messed up and didn't apply matte before, and it didn't look too bad as far as application, but I really do think the matte top coat makes the pigment pop more and makes it easier to remove if I do mess up. Since these pigments are makeup, they don't cure in the light, so you want to gently cover the nail with top coat and make sure that none of the pigment moves or gets on your top coat brush, and then you cure that. I then cleaned my liner brush and added some rhinestone glue on to create this wavy pattern design on this nail. My tip for working with this is work very quickly and don't add too much glue so it doesn't turn out too bulky. You also want to make sure that this is the last step when doing these nails, because if you apply top coat to the rhinestone glue, it's not going to pop out as much. With the pinky, I decided to add different kinds of orbs all over the nail. And then I went ahead and top coat that. Now for the thumb, I went ahead and grabbed some blooming gel and decided to make a flower with white polish. And let that sit for a minute to allow it to spread and cure when it reaches the right amount of spread that I need. Then I went ahead and added the same golden circles from the previous nail. And here is the finished look of our new orchid nails. I really hope you like this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, press that subscribe button, and comment any more videos that you want to see from us, because we will sure be doing many more just like these.